Just so you know, this is silly town.
Not gonna alternate anyway.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome back to another episode, everybody. How are you doing this morning?
My other monitor won't turn on, so I look blue. I don't know why. This lighting in my house has decided that I look blue, but hopefully you can deal with that because I'm not gonna fix it.
I'm gonna be honest. It's probably because you have a blue shirt and blue balls.
Blue balls. I thought you said blue balls.
I mean that too, I'm sure, but like it's.
It's funny. The wall in front of me is also blue. It's not teal though. It's baby blue. I'm basically in a blue bubble.
Yeah.
It's fine. I can be a Smurf today. What Smurf? I don't know the Smurf name besides Papa Smurf. Actually, it's the only one I remember.
Are they named like the Seven Dwarves, where it's like Brainy Smurf? I think Brainy Smurf is
Brainy
one.
Smurf? No, who's Brainy?
The nerd? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
There's a nerd one.
There's a nerd Smurf? Oh, that's me then. Whoever that is me.
Okay, hold on.
Really?
Now I have to look this up. We're starting off strong. Smurf names.
Brainy Smurf.
Brainy Smurf is one.
No, come on.
Brainy Smurf, Greedy Smurf, Grouchy Smurf, Hefty Smurf.
That's a nice way.
They are named like the Seven Dwarves.
I didn't know that. I might be Hefty Smurf today. I bought I can't have snacks in my house, like I can only have the snacks that I should have because I have no self-control. So I bought from Costco like these little 2 cookie packages of Milanos, and I was like, that's fine because then I'll have like a treat, like I can have a treat every day. And even every day really sounds like a lot, right? But I think I ate 7 packages of them yesterday, and I was like, well, I guess I just need to eat this whole box and get rid of it because it can't be in the house. So now I'm on a mission to eat the whole thing so it's gone.
Yeah, having stuff like that never works. I told myself it would be fine if I had my hot Cheetos for a little treat. You know what I did when I got home from the bar last night at like 12:30?
Ate the whole bag.
I didn't eat the whole bag, actually, because most of the bag is already gone. But I did spend about 20 minutes just editing pictures and shoveling handfuls of hot Cheetos into my mouth. So
I would eat the whole bag.
Yeah.
That's weird. What just happened? Oh, I just panicked. Sorry, I was looking at something on my phone. I thought it said my fucking savings account with all my money was canceled, and I was like, that would be bad. That's a lot of money.
Panic.
I mean, a lot of money, but it's all my money.
Yeah.
No, see, I'm bad. I can eat like a whole bag. So usually I need to... What were you doing there?
Burping.
Oh, I didn't even hear it. It looked like you were putting the mic in your nose.
It was pitiful. It
looked like Buzz was picking your nose. I love that Buzz and Kermit are so prominent today. This
is my new favorite cup. Oh no, we're gonna get taken down for copyright. Disney, don't look.
No, it's fine. That's just draw a mustache on him.
Wait, no, because in the third one, did he have a mustache? There was no, they just made him Spanish. Fine.
Put a mask on. Mask him up. I don't know as what, but
let's put a bag over his head.
What?
I don't have anything anyway. It's fine.
I don't think
I have some Mardi Gras beads. Like, just throw some.
Listen, if YouTube cares enough about us to take us down for copyright, then I'm happy. I don't think we're there yet.
One day. And then I won't be able to use my Kermit mug.
The dream.
One of them. I got a lot going on. I got a lot of dreams right now. I know I said I was going to wait till after my trip. But while we're talking about dreams, I did start on my backup. I did start on my backup plan.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you started writing down your dreams. What's your backup plan?
Well, moving elsewhere. That just wouldn't be as difficult.
Mm-hmm.
For multiple reasons. Because the kids have family out in California. Like, that's where their like grandma and their aunt and stuff live.
Okay.
So I feel like it'd be less of an issue because I'd still have somebody out there. And career wise, that would open a lot more doors. Plus, I don't need a visa to move across the country, so it's an option. I'm looking into things because I also have family up in like Washington, and my parents have talked about moving up to Vermont and stuff. So it's like I get choices.
Good options.
The main plan is still the dream, but we do have backup dreams because life happens, and I'm a realist, so.
Yeah. 3.
Yeah, that was pitiful. I'm not drinking anything carbonated today, so it's just I'm still gonna burp, but like they will be
And
sad.
I literally never burp. Like only at the most inopportune moments, and I burp so infrequently that I don't know it's coming.
Yeah.
So like it'll be literally while I'm working at the bar and talking to someone, or I'll be like on the phone, or I might be whispering to someone in person, and it's just like in your face, and I'm like, well, I'm real sorry about that. I'm like a baby. I just get burped and it comes out.
It's actually one of my favorite things to do is when I go out to the bar. So like, I mostly just drink beer, and so I'm just like guzzling bubbles, and then like we'll be mid conversation, and I will just belch through my words. It sounds vaguely froggish when I do it. It's very guttural.
Appropriate.
That's one of my favorite things too. I love burping. I feel like that's really gross and like it is what it is. But somebody will appreciate that someday, and we can have belching contests, and it'll be beautiful.
Sure, why not? I'm
Add
gassy.
that to the dream list.
Listen, I'm gassy. It just comes out the other way. I don't know what to tell you. I always wonder, is it because I can't throw up? So like maybe my body is like averse to burping, but I'm not averse to it. Like
you want something extra gross? If you
sure.
didn't fart, like if you held in your farts long enough that they just kind of like went away, they don't actually go away. The gas just basically travels back up through your system and will eventually come out as a burp. So don't hold in your farts, otherwise you will literally have fart breath.
Wow. I couldn't I couldn't have guessed where that was gonna go if you paid me.
The human body is disgusting and inefficient.
I don't know though, or is that efficient?
I mean, I guess the gas has to come out somewhere, but like, I don't want fart breath. That's gross.
No.
Like, farts are disgusting as it is, but like a double processed fart? No. That's disgusting.
I just made a totally different disgusting realization that I'm not going to share because it's that gross, but
okay.
Maybe I'll share it with you later.
You know, okay, I'm sorry. You've said that the last 3 times when something's come up like that, and I still have no idea what you were talking about the last 2 times.
Wait, what? I think it just happened to you too, because you just turned into a robot. What happened?
So 2 episodes ago,
you
said I just thought of a joke. I will tell you afterwards though. I still don't. You never said the joke. I don't know what the joke was. And then last time we recorded, you also said I will tell you afterwards, and I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna like obviously when I go back and edit, I'm gonna have to like I'll have some kind of memory of what it was. But, like I genuinely have no idea what the joke you were gonna make was.
Oh, I have to listen back to the joke. The other thing was the Barbie leg. I just told you with the Barbie leg. That was my other idea. Right before we hopped on.
No, I thought it was something else.
I have to listen to it. I don't remember what the joke was going to be. Yeah. I will remember to tell you this.
Okay.
I'll write it down. I might have actually said this before, but I don't remember. Look, I'm writing it down for you.
Oh, thank you. I just can't remember. I get so sidetracked when we'd like just talk about stuff, and then it's like when I go to work and then I'll leave work and then I come back the next day and then my boss is like, "Hey, was it busy?" And I'm just like, "I know. I left work yesterday and that was it. Like I don't. It was work. Like it also doesn't matter if it was busy yesterday. I was here by myself. I did actually get kind of mad yesterday though. But
why?
I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed if I get a bad review. Because it wasn't actually my fault. So there's this really, really stupid thing that a lot of paint companies will do, where they will make like special, essentially designer edition colors
Mm-hmm.
that have to be put into very specific bases of very specific products. And it makes it very hard for us to replicate those in products other than like what it's designed for.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, our little samples, because the way our formulas break down is like fractions. And so it only goes down so far. And with some of those colors, it's like a fraction of the smallest fraction of colorant that goes into it. And but it can't be broken down that far because it's only, so much paint. And so the colors, like we tell people it's like, so without going into all of that, there is no way for me to really guarantee that it's going to match exactly, just
Mm-hmm.
because that's the way the system works. And so these people come in yesterday and get one of those colors, and it's actually my least favorite color to make from our competitor because it's just white. It's just fucking white. Um,
The
but
special kind
it's
of white.
yes. But you can't make it in like the samples because it's just the fraction of color is just so fucking small. It's just not even a noticeable amount. In a gallon, it works because it's, obviously the displacement of colorant is different because it's a larger amount. And so they got it, took it home, and they're like, this doesn't match. We went to a different one, and they said they do it all the time. And I'm like, they might do it all the time, but they don't do it in samples because, again, it would come out exactly the way that I made it because it's in the system that way. And I literally went through all of the science of like explaining why it doesn't work in certain products and everything. And they were sitting there like so upset with me and like basically insisting that I was wrong and that I was just doing my job wrong. And I'm like, I'm trained in color theory. I've been doing this job for 2.5 years. I promise you, it is this fucking color, not what I'm doing. And so they were really not happy that I couldn't return it because we can't return paint once we put colorant in it because we can't resell it and
Yeah.
we just can't really do anything with it. So I was really mad. I'm really worried that I'm gonna get a bad review because people don't like being told that you can't fix things that are just the way they are.
That the
um
customer's always right mentality has gone way too far. And I say
yeah.
that as someone in an industry where the customer has to be right like 90% of the time, but like it's gone very far.
Yeah.
It's gone very far.
That's why I like dealing with painters because the painters don't give a shit. It's like this is what they told me to get. I'm getting it. I'm like, cool. Homeowners come in and they like to argue and it can be very frustrating and it's like I know you think you know what you're talking about, but I promise I know more than you.
Like I do this for a living every day,
Right.
day in and day out.
It also sucks though cuz like it was at the point in the day where like I was by myself, like all my bosses had left for the day and so it was like the last like 2 hours of my shift and there was like 4 other people in the store just like standing there watching this whole interaction and I'm like I can't even help them with what they need because I'm breaking down the intricacies of color theory and tinting paint to these people. Like it was, yeah, that was my day. And then I woke up this morning and realized that my social security card is missing, so I had ordered a new one. So I'm having this new moon is just having a great time with me.
Dude, I had a guy yell at me at the bar one day. I don't have as many crazy stories from like my full-time work, but like I was at the bar and this guy came in with his wife. His wife is so nice. She comes in a bunch and they usually go into our other location, but it was closed that day. And then the wife's mother is there and the two women are so sweet and this guy has always been nice to me. And he's like, he sits down and he's like, I'm gonna get the zucchini fries. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, we changed the menu on Friday. We don't have them, we're not offering them anymore. And he like got upset. But like, I don't know, a reasonable amount, I'm gonna say disappointed, like a reasonable amount of disappointment. And then
Okay.
expressed to me how he hates that restaurants around here change their menus. And I was like, I know, but we're like by farms, so everything's very seasonal. So like,
That
it's
that seems
seasonal,
better.
like it's not right. So he starts that and then we talk him into something else for like an appetizer and then he goes to order a burger and he's like, but I know exactly what I'm gonna get blah blah blah. such and such burger cooked this way, this cheese on a bed of rice. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. We also don't have rice on the menu right now. And he just took his menu and whipped it at me and was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, no, I don't get my jollies off on telling you can't have things. Like, and he points to a burger that like used to come on rice. And it was like, it's right here. And he's pointing at the burger. And I'm like, I understand why you're pointing at that burger. But if you read that description, we don't offer it with rice anymore right now. Like, we don't have rice cooked. I don't have zucchini in the building. He then refused to eat while his wife and her mother ate. And her mother was trying to give him some of her food. And the woman is so sweet. She's got Parkinson's. So she's like slowly putting food on the plate for him and like trying to slide it over. And he pushes it back at her. And he's like, I don't want that. And I'm like, okay. And so then he left. He like stormed out when they were done and he didn't eat. And then he went to our other location and told our other bartender that I was rude to him. And I was like, excuse me? I let you throw something at me in public. You're a grown man. I should have slapped you in the face, but I can't. Like, what? Over rice? Who the fuck eats burgers on rice anyway?
Yeah, no, that seems like a weird combination.
The reason that the other one came on rice was because it was like supposed to be like a Hawaiian style burger. Like it was like with Spam and like a runny egg and a sauce. So the rice was like part of the experience.
Okay.
But, like, to just get a cheeseburger on rice is not like, it's fine. Get what you want, but I didn't destroy your day. I swear. People are odd.
That's an understatement. Sometimes it's not a fun time.
No. It's funny to tell now, but I was pretty pissed while it was happening. I was like, if this guy throws one more thing at me, I'm going to get fired because throwing one thing at me is one too many already.
Who
You just like
actually will never understand people who act like that. Like, I get being disappointed. It makes sense, but
yeah, man, be disappointed. I get disappointed all the time when menus change or like I want a certain drink or whatever. But like I've never thrown anything at my servers in my life. That would not even cross my mind to throw something.
No, really though.
I unpacked my love spoon yesterday.
It's so pretty.
I love it. And then this. So I was gonna try. I was gonna try to put this stuff on the wall and surprise you with it when we got on, but I held it in 47 different places between like trying to make it symmetrical to like trying to intentionally make it the least symmetrical. And then I found I'm having an ADHD moment here. And I found my Banksy print that I never put up, that I never framed. And I was like, oh, if I got a frame, I could put this up and then I'd have to put up 3 things and then it would definitely be asymmetrical. This is what I was doing when the new moon vibes hit me last night. I put all my bedding in the wash, and then I came in and was like, what if I did the wall? And then clearly that didn't happen because it's all just scattered around me right now.
Oh.
What happened?
Fucking new moon vibes are just... I love how they're doing really good things for other people. Like, yeah, get your shit together. Love that for you. Fantastic.
No.
It's not working for me. It's okay, though. It is what it is. I have my life together enough every other day.
I finally pulled cards again last night for the first time since I've been back.
Yeah?
And I only pulled cards once or twice in Wales. I didn't even do a card of the day over there. But I pulled a spread because I don't work with Virgo energy a lot, and I have no organizational energy in my chart. So, like, it's very foreign to me.
Yeah.
And I pulled a spread that basically told me to go fuck myself once again. And then I pulled an intuitive pull that also told me to go fuck myself. And then I went back through, like, themes from the year, and it's all basically just like shut the fuck up and listen to your intuition. And I'm like, well, my intuition's a baby. I didn't believe I had one until 2021. Like, be nice to me. I'm a little baby Aries. Still learning.
Oh. Yeah, I'm this close to doing it before I go. because I think I'm gonna do some stuff with the kids on Saturday night anyway, because we're gonna have a big hangout and like do self-care and just vibe. Since not gonna see them for a while. Um, but I might do that because they get so into that shit. Which I love. And like
Yeah.
they love doing our like we do like nightly affirmations and all that stuff, and like Frey calls it our prayer to the universe, and I'm just like little baby.
That's cute.
It's gotten to the point where they like do it with each other when they're not home. Like if they stay the night with like they taught their Gigi how to do it, and like I think Freya says she does it while she's at her dad's. Which I think is super cute because like he never really was like into that shit, so it's like she's just
It's her thing.
Yeah,
It's her
I
thing
love
with
that.
Mom.
But I need to sit down and like make them some stuff because I was gonna make them little bracelets or like anklets or something before I left too, so they have those. I have so much shit I need to do.
I know, I'm starting to get that way just about the weekend. But you have... Yeah, but you prepare more than me. I know you have a lot to do, but you're set up better than...
I still have
That doesn't make me nervous at all. I feel like you should know that.
Oh, it makes me very nervous. I did, however, wake up this morning.
How long is your drive to the airport? Like, how far away is there? Why can't I ask that question in just one sentence?
So I actually have to drive to my mom's.
Okay.
And then move all of my shit and my children from my car into my mom's car. And then my mom is driving me down there with the kids to say goodbye. And there's a shitload of construction happening at the airport right now, so I actually don't know how long it's gonna take.
How long should it take?
Normal day, blow through all the lights, no construction, it would take maybe like 10-15 minutes to get there from my mom's house. And it's like a 15-minute drive from my house to my mom's house, and like, but also it takes a good, depending on the day, a good 5-10 minutes to get the kids into the car.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I think it'll be easier this time though, because they're like.
That sounds fast for 3 kids. I'm just gonna throw that out there because I don't remember it only taking us 5 or 10 minutes to get my 3 sisters in the car. So,
well, getting out the door is one thing. That usually takes that's like the longest part. Is like getting out the door and like everybody getting their shoes on and like deciding what shoes that they want to wear that day. Especially because those are the shoes they're going to be stuck with for the 2 weeks that I'm not here because they can't come back home and get different shoes. And deciding what needs to be taken with them so they have their comfort items and all that stuff. So like this is going to be it's going to be an interesting morning. But I think once we get out the door and into the car, it's easier because like 2 of them can buckle themselves no problem. So like that mostly takes care of itself. But I also think that they're very excited for me to go. So I think it'll be easier. I think they just want to see the airport, honestly. But
well, as long as you yourself are packed 5 hours before, I will not panic for you. That's like, for other people, I think that might be my panic threshold. For me, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll leave with nothing. I'll leave with a jacket and figure it out. Like,
I'm trying to decide if I want to pack tomorrow while I'm off or Saturday while I'm off. Because I don't know, there's those few items that it's like I know I'm gonna need this until I'm like leaving. Because I have like a few things like my little sleep cap, my little silk bonnet, and like my toothbrush and like those couple of things. But I also need to have time to strip my bed and make sure there's not shit in the sink and dishes are put away and there's a list of where everything is and all that shit for my friend when he comes to care for my home. And oh god, I'm gonna spiral. It's fine. We're good. We're good.
We're not spiraling. We're not spiraling over exciting things today. Well, at least not right now. Maybe later.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna make my bed today.
It's always such a good feeling.
What?
It's a good feeling.
I started doing it. I don't remember if it was Well, you know when I started doing it, actually? I've never really been a bed maker. Never been my thing. My ex-husband used to make the bed. Um, and then I couldn't even have adult bedding with my last ex because it was like living with a giant child. Like the bedding never matched, and the bulldog would have accidents on it all the time, and like just so. One of the first things I did when he was gone was go and get all new bedding so I could have like an adult bed. And I'm the girl with 1,000 pillows, on the bed. But then I would never make the bed. So I got all the
Yeah.
bedding and I had all the pillows, but I never made it. And then after I went through like my really, really bad depression spiral at like the end of 2020, right after I bought it all, my thing with my therapist for the first like 2 months was like, she's like, just Jen, what is like just one thing you want to do? You know what I mean? You know when you can't do anything, when you're so depressed that you cannot do anything and you have to pick your one thing?
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to make my bed every day, so I have to get out of it and can't get back in it till bedtime. I was like, and she's like, and how do you want me to hold you accountable? And I was like, I would like to tell you that I've made my bed every day. So for like 2 months every day, I told my therapist that I made my bed. So that was like, first it was like my climb out of fucking the worst depression of my life. But then it became just like, oh, well, when I was feeling good, but I work from home, like, oh, well, now I won't accidentally nap in the middle of the day unplanned because my bed is made and I don't want to take it apart and put it back together. But I haven't made my bed in probably like 6 months. So I think I'm going to make my bed today
Hell yeah.
and try to start doing that again. It looks really pretty when it's made. Like the whole room is really pretty when the bed is made.
Yeah.
It's my vibe.
I need to start doing that again. I have this weird habit though of only like actually making my bed for the first like 3 days after I have fresh sheets, because after that, like I change my sheets like once a week, but like I guess it's like the first 2 days of having clean sheets that I make it, but then after that point it's like there's too much of me in my bed
Hmm.
that I'm not comfortable making anymore because it's not a clean bed anymore, which sounds weird, but like
No, it's for me, that's Harley. Like it's not too much of me, but Harley sleeps in the one corner. And if I
yeah,
don't make it every day, that's the other reason I want to make it. Because if I don't make it every day, then her fur gets all like on the sheet underneath. And then I'm like, well, I'm not just going to tuck her fur into the bedding. Like, I'm not going to make the bed over
yeah,
all the Harley fur. That's dumb. Um, so even when I put on like new sheets and new comforter, I don't make the bed. But I'm going to. Today, I'm going to make my bed when we're
hell
done.
yeah.
That's my plan. She's looking at me because I said her name twice. I was like, what did I do?
I'm sorry.
I really hope people start. What?
I feel like I'm like I look weird. I just discovered a bug bite though, and it's fucking
Did she?
yeah. The consequences of going out down by a fucking creek when it was late evening.
I know. Wait, how did that go?
I think it went really good. I had so much fucking fun. Like I was literally just goofing around the whole time. I'm glad that I did the time lapse video for the behind the scenes thing, because I did spend a good portion of it just dancing really weirdly. But I got some good shots, and I'm really excited. I might try and redo it again because my camera was a little wobbly. Like anything you can see in the beginning of the video, me like tying my camera to the tripod. Um, which is super super funny. But I couldn't find my mounting plate for it. Uh, which is shitty. But that's the consequences of moving my camera shit like 12 times and not actually like picking it up and being productive with it, because creative loss and whatnot.
You know.
So I need to get a new plate, and I'm gonna try that again to see if I can get some. But I don't know. I'm excited about some of the shots that I got. I might post those later today. I'm also really nervous though, because this is the first time I've done this in a really long time. I don't know. It's weird thinking about being judged by people for the creations that I make, which is a part of why I
Well,
don't share a lot of the art that I do. But
well, you have a whole new group of people to share it with now.
yeah, honestly, I think that's what makes me less scared, is because I know that I like have the collective community here with you, with like you and chat and stuff. That it's like I don't really care what anybody else thinks. Like you guys,
25,
you guys and my best friends support me, and like cool. Like this is
20 something, 20 something built-in internet strangers, and then your real life friends. You're all
yeah.
set.
What more do I need?
No, I know I asked my photographer for a picture I wanted to post the other day, and he was like, "When are you coming back?" And I'm like, okay, how about September 28th? And he's like, okay, what do we want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I have a lot of ideas and none that I'm actually ready to execute on. So, like, I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out. I have one idea that I've had for a while that but I need help from like a makeup artist. And my friend that's a makeup artist is in Toronto working right now, so I know she can't help me. So like it might not be that idea because it's not something I can do by myself.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we might just do something else for this one, but I know he wants to do like really creative stuff. A lot of times I'll just be like, I don't know, bro, what do you want for like your portfolio? Like we did that's when we did like the BDSM shoot, like the light BDSM shoot the last time. I was like, you just tell me what you want and I'll just do it. I don't care. Like
Yeah. It's just that feeling of like being part of like the process of creating is cool.
Yeah. Like I've got ideas. I just don't know how to execute on my ideas because then I get nervous.
Yeah. I think that's another thing. It's like it didn't work out exactly how I envisioned it. Mostly because of the struggling with the mosquitoes and shitty tripod and all that stuff. But it's, I don't know, the execution's always interesting. I feel like it's worse when it comes to like drawing stuff because it's like, oh, I can envision this in my head, but then you put it on paper and it's like, oh, fuck no. But I don't know, it's fun just fucking around and like, because I don't know, even if it's not exactly right, like probably still make something cool.
I know, and then but then it's like also I get anxious. Like I want to do. I haven't done a beach shoot in a while. My first shoot ever was on a beach, and but it was in like Miami, so there was no way I was gonna see anybody that I knew.
Yeah.
And so like he knows I want to do a beach thing, and he's like, let's just do it. And I'm like, yeah, but like people will see me. People will see us. He's like, what? And I'm like, I don't know. There will be people there that will see. I don't want to be watched. Surprisingly, I don't want to be watched. So that's that could be. That might not be the worst for the end of September though, because it's the end of beach season. So it's like people walking their dogs will see, but it won't be like a packed beach.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll do something because I do want to do something because I don't feel. I always get like a little boost of self-confidence when we shoot. So
Yeah. That's good.
we'll see. We shall see.
I'm so excited that everybody's getting more creative again.
I know. Is that what? I know we like try really hard not to talk just about the planets because we don't want to alienate people, but like I need to look at what's going on this year, transit wise. Well, either that or I've just finally found like a good creative chunk of people that are doing enough different things that remind me that like I don't know because it's so weird. I never considered. I don't know why. I've not considered myself creative most of my life, which seems weird now to say out loud. But I think for some reason, like being younger, I attached creativity to like visual art and the fact that I can't draw.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, I'm not creative. I'm not an artist. And I'm like, oh. But I've been writing my entire life, so.
Yeah.
I almost took out my pastels last night, but I didn't feel like making a mess.
Yeah, that's a lot to commit to.
It was after I wrote a couple pages after those polls, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do this right now because then I won't go to sleep and I won't wake up and get things done.
Yeah.
Just be up all night scribbling. I hope this coffee's good because I've already drank a whole glass.
I ran out of my energy drinks and my little, I'm gonna butcher this, the Cafe Bustelo pods.
I think that's it. That's how I say it.
Yeah. Well, so I'm having a lovely 12 ounces of what is the, oh fuck, now I can't remember that, like, Death Wish. Yeah.
Oh, I love Death Wish.
It's so good.
Dude, I went on a date with this guy.
It's like the only grounds that I mix. Yeah.
I went on a date with this guy in 2020, and after I had 2 margaritas, he told me he was sober, and I felt terrible. And he was like, "No, I don't. I would have said something if I cared." And I was like, "Well, now I'm not going to get an after dinner drink, but we wanted to stay and hang out, so we were doing like dessert and coffee." Yeah. And the date was going really well, so I had like 4 black coffees. Like we just kept getting refills because he was a chef, so we just run on caffeine.
Yeah.
And then it was like on the fourth one that I don't remember which one of us asked her what the coffee was because it was good. And she was like, "Oh, it's Cafe Bustelo." And I was like, "Bro, you let me drink 4 of these? It's fucking 11 o'clock at night." Like, and I'm not typically overly affected by caffeine, but I've never sat and had 4 cups of
Yeah.
in a row.
That shit's so good though.
It is good. That's why one of us was like, "This coffee's really good. What is it?" And then she told us, and we were kind of like, "Oh, of course." Then I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute. This is fucking terrible. I'll be awake until next Thursday." It is delicious though.
Yeah, that's one of the few that I can actually drink black because like I don't like I love black coffee, but I won't drink shitty black coffee. So like
I'll drink black coffee.
the Death Wish and the Cafe Bustelo are like my go-to if I want to have like a nice cup of black coffee, which is also my only option because I'm out of milk and I refuse to buy another thing of milk because I'm not going to finish it in
No, and then it's a
4
waste.
days. Yeah.
No, I will drink any black coffee because I love black coffee, but actually the only one I can't really drink is Folgers.
Yeah.
It's just like black water. Like it looks like it's like dirty water. It tastes like doesn't even taste like coffee to me.
Really, it's like the same concept of people talking about like piss water with like really shitty beer. Like that's the equivalent in coffee.
Yes.
I'll use it for like a little boost and stuff that I'm like if I put like a little bit of coffee in like a smoothie or something or like in my protein shake or something like that just for a little flavor sometimes, but it's like covered up by enough of other stuff that it's like you don't notice how shitty it is.
We use Folgers at the restaurant, and so when I first started working there, I was putting twice as much as we were supposed to. And then we like got a text in the group that was like, "Can everybody please stop making mud coffee?" And I was like, "Oh, that's me. I'm making mud coffee. I'm trying to make it taste like anything at all." So sorry. I will stop. I just won't drink it anymore either.
Yeah.
I almost made tea last night. I haven't had tea in a while. I was gonna make a sleepy time tea with a little lavender THC honey.
Yeah. That sounds good.
I know. Maybe I'll do that tonight.
I've been really digging those teas that you guys got me.
They were cool, right?
They're so delicious. I was a little iffy on the one at first because like I'm not a big fan of like the fennel like licorice taste in my coffees.
Mm-hmm.
Like pretty much the only time I'll drink it is when I'm sick and I'm drinking like throat coat. But the other stuff that's in there with it is just it's so good. And also the little like tea bags that you you mix your own tea bags are so cute. Like I have my like silicone tea bag things that they're not really like tea bags, but they're actually little dinosaurs.
Like the tea balls, right? But they're not ball shaped, I guess.
Yeah. So you like the little like the body of it is like where and then it has like a little neck that like peeks out of the rim of the cup.
Oh, instead of like the chain.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I usually use those, but I'm like, oh, because these ones came with their own little bags to fill. So I love that, and they don't, they're like the all natural, like non-bleached ones, and so it's like really nice because it doesn't add like any weird chemicals into there. No, they're really good though. I'm taking the mushroom book with me on my trip, and I'm gonna do a lot of reading and hopefully more art because I love mushrooms. I used to draw mushrooms on everything, so I'm hoping it'll be inspiring.
Listen, I'm gonna give CK and Fingers all the credit for that. They picked everything out. And they were like, "Do you think this is good?" And I was like, "I think this is fantastic, actually." And I have nothing to add at this point. You've already done all of the work.
No, for you guys almost made me cry. I loved it. I actually haven't been able to get rid of the box that it all came in. Because Lucifer claimed it. As soon as I like had everything out, he like I put the wrapping paper back in it because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna throw this away later. And then I forgot about it because whatever. And I came out of my room the next day, and he had like pulled all of the packing paper out of it, and like the box is not very big. So actually, I have a picture of it because it's one of those like I can fit in here when he does not in any way, shape, or form fit in the box. So like his butt hangs out like the edge of it in the funniest fucking way. I've gotten multiple pictures of him doing it because it's like his favorite spot now, but like she doesn't fit at all, and it's super cute. But I'm just like, I can't get rid of this box. So this is, I don't know if you can.
Oh,
Just
he's fit. It's like he's sitting on top of it.
yeah, but no, his front paws and like the top of his torso is like fully in the box, and then his ass just hangs like.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh,
Yeah, so I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna get rid of that. I love you. Like that's your box.
see, and that's another reason I can't have cats, because they would claim all the shit like that, and my house would just be cardboard boxes, and I would never take it away from them. And like, I don't want my dogs to still be in crates, but I haven't made the effort to like really get them out of them because Harley loves hers.
Yeah,
And
it becomes a safe space for him.
I'm like, this is not going to be, people like, I've always crate trained my dogs, and I never had a dog hate it, but I've never had a dog love it like she does.
Yeah.
So like, getting them to not be in them and not having them in the house is not a treat for her, because then it's like her little home is gone.
Yeah.
So now I have a giant crate in my house, at least one giant crate in my house forever. Like, I might get Dakota out, but I can never get rid of hers. The only other option is to get one of those like nice ones that doubles as like an end table, so it doesn't look. So it won't fit here. It'll have to be when I move, if I find a place that makes sense. But like,
Yeah.
that's the only other option, is to get her one that looks like a piece of furniture, because I can't take it away from her. That's her box, like her comfort box.
That's cool though that they have like a safe space like that, and like
she's in it right now. Like, he's on the couch, but she's in her crate.
That's cute.
I know, she's so sweet, and she's just looking at me.
I can hear the
feel
siren
bad though, because I don't have beds in there because it's not safe for them. If they have anxiety and they panic. So she just lays on the plastic thing, and I'm like, you want to lay on the couch when I'm home? Like,
no,
nope. I see you.
Baz just has a sheet that he like curls up with. He'll like dig himself a little like nest thing in this one very specific sheet and just lay in the sunlight in it.
No,
that's his vibe. I've never tried to crate train him. Like I've done it with dogs before, but like I don't know. I mean like I understand the benefits of it, but like he's so chill that I can leave home and he doesn't like freak out or panic or anything, and like so it's just like I'm not gonna bother.
Dakota's
one more thing for me to clean, I guess.
Dakota's the first one that I like don't know if I'm ever gonna get him out of it, because his anxiety is like,
yeah.
Like, they're fine when I leave, but every time I do leave, if I leave him and I don't put him in, he will like just shit himself everywhere.
Poor baby.
Like, and I don't know why, because he's the one that, like, Harley comes from the rough past, not him. But like, I just don't know. There was a point where I had them in a good spot for a little bit, but again, it was with someone else, and that person was not as consistent as me. And then like since then, he just, I don't know. My vet was like, we could try him on meds. And I'm like, all right, maybe next time. Like, I might put him on meds this year and see. But I bought him these calming treats. I've tried a couple different ones. So I bought a new one. And I don't know last night if he was high from them or if he was just pissed because I sprayed like a lavender bergamot. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Like, I sprayed a lavender bergamot spray on the comforter after I put it on, like the clean comforter. And he was just like, as I'm trying to like do my pull my cards and stuff, he's like pacing and he's sniffing, and I can tell that he doesn't like the new smell. And then he goes and sits in the living room, and then he comes back and he's by the bed whining, and I'm like, just get on the bed. And then I looked at him and his pupils were like a little blown out, and I was like, so do you not like the smell, or are you high from these calming treats? Because they were CBD. And I don't know. Eventually he fell asleep and was normal, and now today he's normal, but he was not happy with something last night.
That's actually crazy though, because like both lavender and bergamot are supposed to be like good for helping dogs that have like anxiety and stuff like that. So maybe he was just high, because like those are like, it says it's one of the ones that's like safe that you can put on their collar or something and like help them be chill. So like
that's what I did later, because lavender I always have in the house. Like, I have dried lavender. I will use lavender scents. I have lavender oil. I have like all natural lavender candles. Like,
yeah,
they're used to lavender in my bedroom because I use it to sleep. So then I was like Googling bergamot, and I'm like, did I fucking, like, is this toxic? Did I fuck this dog up? But Harley was fine. So then I was looking at him, I'm like, I don't know, man, maybe you're high, like your pupils are kind of big, but he was sniffing a lot,
Yeah.
and I just was like, he must not like this. I don't know. Eventually he settled in, so I don't know if just everything, either he was high or everything started to absorb all our scents again and he started to calm down. But
Yeah.
he was not pleased for a little while last night.
Poor
What's this?
guy.
Fuck him, man. He runs the whole house. Very spice. I don't know. Sorry, I just saw a candle I didn't recognize, but it's been here forever. I'm really mad that I can't fix my monitor. And you were telling a story before.
Nice
I
little.
was still talking with it.
I don't remember.
What? No, I was saying you were. No, you just. I was just fucking with it while you were telling the story.
Oh. I'm sure it'll reset. I'll be fine.
I'm gonna do the computer and see what happens.
Gus is out in the kitchen yelling.
Can't hear him.
He's usually so loud. I'm sure if he comes out here and does it, you'll be able to hear it, but he's in the other room doing it right now. He has like the most old man meow. It's like pitiful, but also like very like that old man gravelly kind of, which is a weird way to describe a cat's meow, but like it is, that's who he is.
Is he old?
Maybe one day I'll. Yes. I'm trying to think. I got him when he was 9. Because he was a rescue. And they said he was about 8 or 9 when I got him, and that was math. 2015?
So he's like 18? Wait, I might have just outed my math skills there.
I don't know.
It's
I
9 years.
can't do math. I am.
Yeah, 99. Did I say 18? That's right, if it is.
Yeah. Somewhere around there. I mean, like, it's
Holy
hard. Like, yeah, he's old.
Bro,
But
cats
he's a
just
big
live
he's a
forever.
big hefty boy. I mean, cats can live to be like. I mean, they have like an average lifespan, but if they're like well taken care of, and like they can live into their 20s. Like he's definitely like you can tell he's slowed down and stuff. But like he's still eating fine and like just vibing. But he's huge. 'Cause he's not like fat. Like he's literally just a large boy because he's part Norwegian forest cat. So he's like super fluffy and his fucking head is just a brick. But he's the sweetest boy. They actually warned me.
I'm picturing like a small mountain lion in your house, just so
Oh
you know.
yeah. Wait, hold on. I feel like I need to show you now. I don't know if I've ever showed my cats.
I don't know, but I think
I
there's
know
a lot
Quasi's
for
been
people
featured,
to
but
really like. There's a lot for people to really absorb on these videos if they start watching them, because there's a lot happening on this one right
now. Yeah. But yeah, no, they when I adopted him, they were just like, you just gotta be careful with like, what he eats and stuff. Like he can still eat solids, but he had some dental issues from before he was surrendered, and so they had to like pull a couple of his front teeth. So when he starts like purring really heavily, he drools.
now.
I'm like, okay, that's whatever, that's fine. The first day I came home with him, he was like snuggled up in my bed, and like you could tell he immediately comfortable, just knocked the fuck out, like purring hard as hell. There was a whole ass wet spot on my bed from him drooling so much, and I was like, oh, I thought they were overselling it, but no, it just starts dripping like a faucet. Like I was like, that's how you know he loves you and he's happy because he will just drool excessively.
Contented drool.
We've all been there. It's fine.
That's kind of weird though. That makes me think, right? Like thinking about how long cats live and having lost multiple dogs. I don't even know. My last dog was like my soul dog, Jersey. Actually, it's almost, I had to put her down October 1st. It's almost the day that I found out we had to put her down. She was, I think, 9.5, 10.5. I don't remember now. She was 9.5 or 10.5. And when I tell you, I didn't like leave my house for the whole month of October, and I think I gained 40 pounds because all I did was eat takeout the entire month. I'm like, what would I do if she was with me for like 20 years?
Yeah.
Like a dog. I don't know. That dog, bro. That dog was my ride or die. We got divorced together. We lived in like 12 different apartments together. Dakota was gonna be perfect. She was training him, and then she died, and then I got this manic beast over here that taught him
Oh.
to be manic, and now she's calm and he's not. Like Carly's mostly calmed down and he hasn't. She's so cute.
It's weird
though.
thinking about how like when you have animals that are like together and have like known their whole lives with this other one basically, it's weird knowing that they're also like processing that loss. Which honestly might have to be another topic for
it was
I'm sure that's the one we can talk about. But.
Yeah. He had never been alone, so he came over with a sister. He only was with Jersey from February to October, but he's such a lover. Like, he attaches himself to things and people. So, speaking of, and so, it's the neighbor. They hate my neighbor, Steve. He's fucking, God, I hate him too. Dakota, that's who he is. He's terrible.
They just know.
Yeah, he's like, fuck that guy. So I tried to like not get another dog right away after her, but Dakota was like viciously depressed in 2 days, and I was like, no, this dog's not going to be okay. So like, we got Harley. Like, where'd he go? Did he just disappear? Nah, hold on a second. Where the fuck? I don't know where he went. Like, when you walk past my window, the only way to get to the cars and stuff is to go that way.
Yeah.
And he's not gone that way yet. I don't know where he is. There's nothing behind my building.
Okay.
I don't like this man at all. He's the first new person to move in here since I've been here. He started out nice, then he got weird, and then he got like shitty towards the dogs because they don't like him.
Dogs know.
He gives Callie a hard time when she watches them. And he complained to the housing association about them and sent a picture. And then I said to the girl, Nicole, I was like, hey, I've lived here with the same neighbors for almost 9 years. Have you ever gotten a complaint about me or the dogs? And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, this man is harassing my dog sitter. And if he continues, then we're going to have a board conversation. She was like, I'm so sorry. Oh, there he is. Okay, now he's gone. I want to know if he's nowhere near my window. Fuck off, Steve. Steve, if you're listening, eat a dick. Fucker. Sorry, that was such an aside, but I really don't like him. He rubs all my vibes the wrong way. What's your shirt say?
What?
What's your shirt say?
Oh, it's the sun card. Well, yeah.
I can tell it's a tarot card. Future is in.
Hold on.
Yes. I knew from a mile away it was a tarot card. We have problems.
I'm gonna grab Gus and do a little quick Gus feature before we hop off here.
Yeah, go get him.
Okay, I'll be right back.
BRB. Gus time. What are you doing? I'm taking a picture of you.
All right. So his name's actually Angus. I call him the beefy beastie.
Oh my
but
god,
look at those fucking paws.
What the fuck?
He's a big boy. But yeah, look at the size of his fucking head.
My god.
But doesn't he just look like an old man? Like,
well, I was just gonna say, he doesn't look young, but he doesn't really look that old. I wouldn't guess that cat was 19 years old.
I can't even back up enough to get him all in there, but he's so large.
Biggest cats I've ever seen in my life, like in person.
He loves the snow, and I think it's just part of his like Norwegianness. But like, if I take him out in the snow, he somehow reverts back into a kitten.
Oh,
but he's been through a lot with me.
It's so cute how animals just like know they're like habitat. Like Harley loves the snow and the water, and Dakota hates it. And Dakota's from Puerto Rico, and Harley's a lab. Oh, but he looks so content.
He loves me. Yeah,
He
no,
kind
we've been through
of
some
looks like a
shit
person.
together. He definitely has one of those souls that's. But yeah, that's why I named him. Oh, he's drooling. I just felt it drip on my finger.
No, we
He's
can't see
purring
it.
so hard right now.
Oh, I can't hear it, but
He
he
likes
looks
to be
happy.
held like a baby. Like, you put. Oh, oh, my hands are wet. But like, he'll put like his little. He'll put his paws like on my shoulder and then like nuzzle into my neck, and then like I'll hold him under his butt and like behind his back, and he'll just vibe. Very much babe. Oh, I'm covered in fur now. That's one of the other things because he's got that like thick double coat like huskies get because he's built for the winter, and it's
And it's in your nose now?
fucking everywhere.
Huh.
But yeah, there's my little Gus feature.
Oh.
Oh, now he's rubbing up on me.
I took a video for you of Dakota cobbing behind me while you were going to get him. He was sucking on the blanket on the couch.
It's cute when they do that, just not on themselves. Like yeah, you just soothe yourself, little baby, but like, don't hurt yourself.
No, he's gentle on himself. I see you, princess.
Oh,
Oh,
now he's talking.
oh, I don't hear him.
He's doing that like open mouth purr thing, so it's like.
It's the leaning into the mic for me.
I'm gonna start doing little ASMR cat purrs.
God. You can't do ASMR with me on. You'll have to kick me off for an episode. Be over here hacking and gagging and spitting, sneezing. Harley will scream as soon as someone calms down.
Oh! He also he licks. He's like, "You're not paying attention to me," and he'll just start licking.
It's like, ma'am, you came and disturbed me, and now you're ignoring me.
On this week's episode.
That's when Harley will scream.
Oh, bro, my mic is covered in fur.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
That's a big boy.
Yeah.
I sent my deposit for my jellyfish tattoo.
Hell yeah. I also put a deposit down for a tattoo. It took a week, but I finally heard back from the dude in the UK, so.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm getting my fucking shin tattooed.
She was like, do you have any reference images? And I was like, actually, I do, but they're all octopi, because originally I thought this was going to be an octopus tattoo. Like, so the style and vibrancy, I do have pictures, but they're not jellyfish. So do you want those, or do you want me to get jellyfish pictures?
I feel like that shit's helpful, though. Like, even if it's just, like, the style of it, like, because especially, like, with good tattoo artists, like, they can make that fucking work. It's just like, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
She's good. I think she knows. And I was like, listen, you know how you did the mermaid? Like, I want you to do a jellyfish that's sick, that compliments her and makes her look even better.
Hell yeah.
And then I was like, well, let me just double back on this octopus thing, because I had so many. And then I went in, and then I was like, it's weird that I suddenly felt called to jellyfish. So of course I went and like looked up what each animal meant. And I was like, oh, actually it makes sense that I felt called to jellyfish. So we're going to keep jellyfish. But I might get an octopus somewhere else just because they're sick.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll go on I keep calling it the spooky leg, but it's really just turning into like the creature leg, kind of. Maybe it's just going to be creatures.
Yeah.
Medusa and dragons and octopi. And
I respect people who have the commitment to actually like dedicate spots, like bigger spots, to a specific theme or something. Like, so much power to you. Could never be me. That's like
happened by accident.
Yeah. That's like probably the least type A thing about me, is like, I'm going to look like a middle schooler's sticker book when I'm done.
That was how I started. It all happened by accident when Anna did this arm, and like the whole top half became floral, and then the New Jersey became like floral and ocean, and I was like, oh, but what if it was like land and sea? And that's just what it's become. And then this one was bands, although this is becoming a nightmare. It's fine. But I like very much liked Natalie, and I was like, I would like you to do a whole leg for me. So
Yeah.
that's how that happened. I don't know. I was never gonna have like a fucking leg sleeves and shit. This is just spiraling as I get older. When people are usually supposedly growing out of this, I'm just growing deeper into it.
Yeah. But, listen, I'm more financially stable now. I can afford this.
Correct. This is an investment. You won't know if I'm wrinkled because you won't see it.
I'm gonna have one cool looking fucking corpse, I'll tell you what.
Gonna grow into a sick ass tree after it's all over.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we should do the body mod tattoo tour shit next time. I think that'll be
That'll be a good plan.
We've talked about it for like what 4 episodes now. We just still haven't done it.
All right, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
I think that's tomorrow.
But,
I think that's tomorrow.
Fuck yeah.
I think that's our last one that's planned to make sure we're stacked up for travel.
Yay.
It's gonna be weird. We're not gonna record for like 2 weeks. And we've seen each other like 5 times a week for the last 2 weeks. It's gonna be very strange.
You're still gonna hear from me. I'm gonna be really annoying about it, so it'll be fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, this was a fun one. Thanks for joining us. Bed. Have fun. I have to go to therapy, so I can go spiral in the privacy of my therapist's office.
You enjoy that. It'll be fine. You'll feel better. Well, you need like your hour therapy hangover after, and then it will feel better.
Yeah. Well, I actually have to go do new job stuff immediately after therapy, so.
Well, then when you get home, you just do a little floor time.
Yes, floor time, maybe a little yelling. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you know who to take it out on.
All right. We'll catch y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.